Ladies, stop settling for bare minimum men. It's time to level up your dating game and make them work for you. Here are the 6 power moves every high-value woman must know. High standards, no settling, the key to empowered dating. In today's fast-paced dating world, it can be tempting to lower your standards or compromise on what you truly want in a partner. However, embracing high standards and refusing to settle is not about being overly picky. It's about knowing your worth, valuing yourself, and ensuring you build a fulfilling and healthy relationship. When you maintain high standards, you attract partners who respect, cherish, and genuinely invest in you. Here's why holding strong in your expectations is the ultimate power move in dating and relationships. 1. High standards reflect self-respect. The way you allow others to treat you is a direct reflection of how much you respect yourself. When you set high standards in dating, you are sending a message that you know your value and will not tolerate anything less than you deserve. This means refusing to entertain partners who are inconsistent, emotionally unavailable, or unwilling to put in the effort to build a meaningful relationship. Many women fall into the trap of accepting mediocre treatment because they fear being single or believe they cannot do better. But settling for less than you deserve only leads to frustration, unhappiness, and an unfulfilling partnership. A woman who truly respects herself does not beg for love, attention, or commitment. She naturally attracts it by holding firm in her expectations. 2, men will meet the standards you set. One of the biggest myths in dating is that having high standards will scare men away. In reality, the right men, the ones who are serious, confident, and emotionally mature, will step up to meet your expectations. A high-value man respects a woman who knows what she wants and refuses to settle for less. The truth is, men are naturally wired to pursue and work for what they value. If a man is interested in you but unwilling to meet your standards, it's not because you're asking for too much. It's because he's not the right one for you. Instead of lowering your standards to accommodate a low-effort man, keep them high and let the wrong ones weed themselves out. This ensures that the only men who remain in your life are those who genuinely appreciate and respect you. 3, you attract what you accept. Your standards determine the quality of people you attract into your life. If you accept poor treatment, inconsistency, or minimal effort, you will continue to attract partners who offer exactly that. On the other hand, when you hold yourself to high expectations and refuse to tolerate anything less, you naturally draw in individuals who align with your values and relationship goals. This means recognizing red flags early and cutting ties with anyone who does not meet your expectations. If a man is flaky, non-committal, or emotionally unavailable, do not waste time making excuses for him. Instead, walk away with confidence, knowing that you are making space for someone better. 4, being selective saves you time and heartache. Many women settle for the wrong partners because they believe love requires struggle or that they must endure mistreatment to eventually fix a man. However, choosing the wrong partner can waste years of your life, drain your energy, and damage your self-worth. When you uphold high standards, you quickly eliminate incompatible partners and avoid investing in relationships that are destined to fail. This allows you to focus on attracting a partner who genuinely aligns with your values and long-term vision. Instead of settling for a relationship that requires endless compromise and emotional labor, you create a love life that brings you joy, fulfillment, and peace. 5, you set the tone for your relationship. From the moment you start dating someone, you are setting the tone for how they will treat you. If you allow bare minimum effort in the beginning, it will only get worse over time. But if you establish strong boundaries and clear expectations from the start, you create a foundation for a relationship based on mutual respect, effort, and reciprocity. For example, if a man only texts you late at night but never makes real plans, do not entertain his behavior. Instead, set the standard that you require consistency, effort, and respect. If he is unwilling to meet these expectations, let him go without hesitation. The right man will recognize your worth and rise to meet your standards. 6, confidence is magnetic. Nothing is more attractive than a woman who knows her worth and refuses to settle. Confidence is magnetic, and when you walk through life with high standards, you naturally command respect and admiration from others. A confident woman does not chase, beg, or settle. She lets the right people come to her because she knows she is a prize. When you embody this mindset, you become irresistible to the right kind of partner, one who values, respects, and cherishes you for who you are. High standards are not about being demanding. They are about setting the foundation for a relationship that truly fulfills you. Final thoughts. The power of holding strong, choosing to have high standards in dating is one of the most empowering decisions you can make. It is a declaration that you refuse to accept anything less than you deserve. And it ensures that the relationships you invest in are built on mutual respect, effort, and genuine connection. Never be afraid to walk away from a situation that does not meet your expectations. The right partner will never make you feel like you are asking for too much. Instead, they will recognize your worth and do what it takes to be with you. Keep your standards high, trust in your value, and never settle for less, because the love you deserve is out there waiting for you to claim it. Vet men early and ruthlessly, the smart woman's guide to dating. In the world of dating, time is your most valuable asset. Wasting months or even years on the wrong man can cost you emotionally, mentally, and sometimes financially. That's why it's crucial to vet men early and ruthlessly. This isn't about being cold or heartless. It's about protecting your energy, maintaining your self-worth, and ensuring that only high-quality men make it into your life. The truth is, men show you who they are early on. You just have to pay attention. Here's how to master the art of vetting men efficiently and effectively. 1. Recognize red flags immediately. One of the biggest mistakes women make is ignoring early warning signs because they are infatuated or hopeful that things will change. A man will almost always reveal who he is within the first few interactions. You just need to be willing to see it. Some of the biggest red flags include inconsistency, hot and cold behavior, love bombing, over-the-top affection too soon, lack of respect for your time, last-minute plans, always late, refusing to define the relationship, stringing you along, talking negatively about exes shows a lack of accountability. Disrespectful behavior, even in minor ways, rude to wait staff. The key is to act on red flags immediately. If you notice troubling patterns, do not wait for things to get worse. Cut him off and move on. 2, pay attention to his actions, not his words. Many men will say the right things to keep you interested, but their actions will tell you the truth. If he says he wants a committed relationship but refuses to make consistent effort, believe what he does, not what he says. Some green flags that show he is serious about you: he follows through on his promises. He respects your boundaries and time. He introduces you to his close friends and family. He makes future plans with you, not just last-minute meetups. He listens and remembers details about you. If a man's actions do not align with his words, he is not worth your time. Move accordingly. 3, observe how he handles rejection and conflict. A high-value man will handle conflict with maturity and respect. A low-quality man, however, may lash out, manipulate, or guilt-trip you when things don't go his way. Pay attention to how he reacts when you say no to something, whether he respects your decisions without trying to push boundaries, his ability to have disagreements without resorting to insults or gaslighting. If a man reacts poorly to rejection, criticism, or boundaries, it's a clear sign he lacks emotional maturity and you need to cut him off immediately. 4, assess his effort and investment in you. A man who truly values you will invest time, energy, and effort into getting to know you. He will make real plans, communicate consistently, and take the initiative to strengthen your connection. Signs of a low-effort man: only texts you late at night or sporadically, expects you to always initiate plans, never takes the time to ask about your day, goals, or interests, is the bare minimum to keep you around. A man's effort in the beginning is the best it will ever be. If he is already doing the bare minimum early on, it will only go downhill from there. Do not make excuses for him. If he is not showing real interest, walk away. 5, set clear boundaries and stick to them. The fastest way to vet a man is to set firm boundaries and observe how he responds. Men who are serious about you will respect your limit. Low-quality men, on the other hand, will try to push, guilt trip, or manipulate you into breaking them. Examples of healthy boundaries: not tolerating disrespectful behavior, refusing to engage with inconsistent communication, saying no to situations that make you uncomfortable, expecting exclusivity before intimacy if that is what you want. Your boundaries are your filter. If he doesn't respect them, he doesn't respect you. Let him go without hesitation. 6, trust your intuition and act fast. Many women ignore their gut feelings and try to give men the benefit of the doubt, but your intuition is one of your strongest tools. If something feels off, it probably is. Ask yourself, do I feel secure and valued in this interaction? Am I constantly questioning his intentions? Do I feel like I have to lower my standards to keep him interested? If you find yourself overanalyzing his behavior or making excuses for him, it's time to cut ties immediately. Do not wait for more evidence. Your intuition is enough. Final thoughts. The power of ruthless vetting. Vetting men early and ruthlessly is not about being bitter or unkind. It's about being smart and protecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being. When you establish high standards and refuse to entertain low-quality men, you make space for the right man to enter your life. Remember, red flags are not challenges. They are warnings. If a man wants you, he will show you through his actions. Boundaries are your filter. Use them to eliminate time wasters. Your intuition is powerful. Trust it and act fast. By vetting men early, you ensure that only those who truly respect and value you get the privilege of being in your life. And that is the ultimate power move. Invest in yourself first, the key to high-value living and dating. In the world of dating and relationships, one of the most powerful moves you can make is to invest in yourself first. Too many women make the mistake of prioritizing their romantic relationships over their personal growth, career, and overall well-being. However, the foundation of any healthy and fulfilling relationship starts with you. Your confidence, self-respect, financial stability, and emotional well-being. When you prioritize yourself, you attract better partners, set higher standards, and build a life that is fulfilling with or without a relationship. Here's why investing in yourself first is the ultimate game changer and how to do it effectively. 1. Self-confidence comes from personal growth. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a woman can have, but it doesn't come from external validation. It comes from within. Investing in your education, skills, and passions gives you a sense of accomplishment and self-worth that no relationship can replace. Ways to build confidence through personal growth? Continue learning. Take courses, attend workshops, or read books that expand your knowledge and skills. Pursue your passions. Whether it's art, fitness, or business, investing time in what excites you makes you more fulfilled and interesting. Set and achieve goals. Having personal milestones gives you a sense of direction and purpose. When you focus on your own growth, you radiate confidence, making you naturally attractive to high-value partners. 2. Financial independence gives you freedom. Relying on a man financially puts you in a vulnerable position. Financial independence allows you to make choices based on what's best for you, rather than out of necessity or fear of being alone. How to invest in your financial independence. Build multiple income streams, have a career, start a side hustle, or invest to secure your future. Save and invest. Having financial security allows you to live life on your own terms. Avoid financial dependence on partners. Ensure that any relationship you enter is built on mutual support, not financial necessity. A financially independent woman is a powerful woman. When you take care of your own needs, you set the expectation that any partner in your life must bring value, not just financial support. 3. Emotional well-being is non-negotiable. A healthy relationship starts with a healthy individual. If you are emotionally unstable, insecure, or struggling with self-worth, no partner can fill that void for you. Investing in your emotional health ensures that you attract relationships that are based on love, not neediness. How to invest in your emotional well-being. Prioritize self-care. Exercise, meditate, and engage in activities that bring you peace and joy. Set boundaries. Protect your energy by eliminating toxic people and situations from your life. Seek professional help if needed. Therapy or coaching can be life-changing when it comes to healing past wounds and building self-confidence. When you're emotionally strong, you naturally attract partners who respect and value you rather than those who seek to take advantage of your vulnerabilities. 4. Your standards rise when you have a full life. Women who build a fulfilling life for themselves do not settle for mediocre relationships. When your life is full of joy, accomplishments, and meaningful connections, you won't feel the need to cling to a partner who doesn't meet your standards. Ways to create a fulfilling life: travel and experience new cultures, develop a strong support system of friends and mentors, engage in hobbies and activities that excite you. When you have a life that excites you, you will naturally expect more from the people you allow into it. 5. A woman who invests in herself commands respect. Men, especially high-value men, are drawn to women who have high self-worth and ambition. When you prioritize yourself, you command a different level of respect in both personal and professional relationships. How to embody self-respect. Never settle for less than what you deserve. Demand effort and consistency from partners. Hold yourself to high standards in all areas of life. When you respect yourself, others have no choice but to follow suit. 6. Your happiness should never depend on a relationship. The happiest women are those who do not rely on a relationship to feel complete. When you invest in yourself, you create a life that is fulfilling on its own. A relationship then becomes a bonus, not a necessity. How to cultivate happiness within yourself: practice gratitude daily, engage in activities that bring you joy, build a sense of purpose outside of romantic relationships. A truly empowered woman does not fear being alone. She enjoys her own company and only allows high-quality people into her life. Final thoughts: the ultimate power move, investing in yourself first, is the most powerful thing you can do as a woman. It sets the foundation for everything else in your life, including your relationships. When you prioritize your personal growth, financial independence, emotional well-being, and happiness, you naturally attract better partners and build a life that fulfills you on every level. Remember, confidence is built through personal achievement. Financial independence gives you options and security. Emotional stability is key to healthy relationships. A full life raises your standards. Self-respect commands respect from others. True happiness comes from within, not from a partner. By putting yourself first, you create a life that no one can take away from you. And when the right partner comes along, they will be an addition to your happiness, not the source of it. So invest in yourself because you are the best investment you will ever make. No pick-me behavior. The power of self-worth in dating. One of the biggest mistakes women make in dating is engaging in pick-me behavior, competing for a man's attention, lowering their standards, or proving their worth to someone who isn't reciprocating. This desperate energy not only attracts low-effort partners, but also diminishes your self-respect. A high-value woman does not beg for love or chase validation. Instead, she stands firm in her self-worth and expects men to step up. Here's why you should eliminate pick-me behavior from your life and how to embody confidence instead. 1. What is pick-me behavior? Pick-me behavior is when a woman seeks to prove that she is more worthy of a man's attention than other women. This often results in overgiving, doing too much for a man who hasn't earned it, competing with other women, tearing others down to elevate herself, accepting breadcrumbs, tolerating inconsistency, mixed signals, and lack of effort, adjusting her standards to keep a man, ignoring red flags just to be chosen, prioritizing his needs over hers, sacrificing self-respect for his validation. A high-value woman never operates from a place of desperation. She understands that love should be mutual, not something she has to earn through self-sacrifice. 2. Signs you might be engaging in pick-me behavior. You might be falling into pick-me behavior if you feel anxious when he pulls away and start chasing him, make excuses for his lack of effort, try to be the cool girl who has no standards or needs, seek validation through male attention rather than your own self-worth, feel like you need to be better than other women to keep him interested. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to breaking free. 3. Why pick-me behavior pushes high-value men away. Men, especially high-value men, are attracted to women who value themselves. When you lower your standards or beg for attention, you signal that you don't believe you're worthy of respect. This makes you less desirable, not more. High-value men are drawn to confidence, a woman who knows her worth and doesn't need external validation. Boundaries, a woman who won't tolerate disrespect or inconsistency. Independence, a woman who has a full, rich life outside of dating. Self-respect, a woman who walks away when a man doesn't meet her standards. By eliminating pick-me behavior, you naturally become more attractive to the kind of man who will respect and cherish you. 4. How to stop pick-me behavior and embrace your worth. Breaking free from this mindset requires intentional effort. Here's how to shift from seeking validation to embodying self-worth. Stop chasing, start attracting. If a man is interested, he will pursue you. You don't need to chase, overextend, or prove your worth. Enforce your standards. Know what you want in a partner and refuse to settle for less. Practice detachment. Don't cling to relationships that aren't serving you. If he's inconsistent or uninterested, let him go. Build a full life. Focus on your career, friendships, hobbies, and personal growth. A rich life makes you naturally magnetic. Affirm your value daily. Remind yourself that you are worthy of love and respect just as you are. 5. The mindset shift. You are the prize. Instead of thinking, I hope he picks me, shift your mindset to, do I even want him? When you see yourself as the prize, you no longer chase, beg, or compete. You allow men to step up or step aside. Signs of a prize mindset: you have strong boundaries and don't entertain low-effort men. You feel secure and confident, whether single or in a relationship. You prioritize your happiness over male validation. You attract men who value and respect you. 6. Final thoughts. Walk in your power. Eliminating pick-me behavior is about stepping into your power and recognizing that you are enough. Love is not something you need to earn. It's something that should be given freely and reciprocated equally. The moment you stop begging to be chosen, you start attracting people who genuinely want to be in your life. Remember, you are the prize. Your worth is not determined by male attention. High-value men respect confident, self-assured women. If a man isn't meeting your standards, he's not for you. By embodying self-respect and refusing to settle, you create a dating life that is fulfilling, empowering, and drama-free. And most importantly, you ensure that the love you receive is the kind of love you truly deserve. Prioritize emotional and financial security, the key to a high-value life. In today's dating landscape, prioritizing both emotional and financial security is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. Too many women enter relationships hoping for stability but neglect to create it for themselves first. A high-value woman understands that emotional well-being and financial independence are the foundation of a fulfilling life. When you build these pillars for yourself, you naturally attract healthier relationships, avoid toxic situations, and ensure that no one else holds power over your happiness or survival. Here's why emotional and financial security should be your top priorities and how to cultivate them effectively. 1. Emotional security, the foundation of a healthy life and relationships. Emotional security means feeling safe, valued, and at peace within yourself, regardless of external circumstances. It prevents you from making desperate decisions, settling for less, or tolerating unhealthy relationships. How to build emotional security. Know your worth. Self-worth comes from within, not from a relationship. Engage in self-love practices, therapy, or personal development to strengthen your confidence. Set boundaries. Protect your energy by refusing to entertain toxic people, disrespect, or emotionally unavailable partners. Trust yourself, rely on your intuition and judgment rather than seeking constant validation from others. Develop emotional resilience. Life will have ups and downs, but when you learn to navigate challenges without falling apart, you become unstoppable. Choose healthy relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you, not those who drain your energy. A woman who is emotionally secure will never beg for love, chase after inconsistent men, or lower her standards. She walks away from what doesn't serve her because she knows she will be fine on her own. 2. Financial security, the ultimate power move. Financial independence is freedom. When you control your own money, you control your life. Too many women stay in unfulfilling or even toxic relationships because they are financially dependent on a man. Avoid this trap by securing your own financial future. Steps to financial security. Build multiple income streams. Have a stable career, a side hustle, or investments that ensure financial independence. Save and invest. Set aside money for emergencies, invest for long-term wealth, and avoid unnecessary debt. Live below your means. Avoid financial traps like excessive spending or relying on someone else for security. Never rely solely on a partner for financial stability. A relationship should enhance your life, not be your financial safety net. Money equals choices. When you have financial security, you are never forced to stay in a situation that doesn't serve you. You date from a place of abundance, not fear or dependency. 3. How emotional and financial security work together. When you are both emotionally and financially secure, you set higher standards for yourself and your relationships. Avoid toxic, manipulative, or controlling partners. Have the freedom to walk away when something isn't right. Attract partners who respect and value you as an equal. Women who lack emotional security often make impulsive, emotionally driven financial decisions, such as staying with a man because they fear being alone. Women who lack financial security may tolerate poor treatment because they feel trapped. By securing both, you eliminate fear-based decision-making and take control of your happiness. 4. Signs you are prioritizing emotional and financial security. You know you are on the right path when you don't tolerate inconsistency, manipulation, or disrespect. You have personal and financial goals that don't revolve around a man. You make decisions based on logic and self-respect, not fear or desperation. You feel confident walking away from anything that doesn't align with your values. 5. The ultimate mindset shift. You are your own security. Rather than seeking a partner to provide emotional and financial security, you create it for yourself. This doesn't mean you can't desire love or partnership. It means you enter relationships from a place of strength rather than neediness. Affirmations for a secure mindset. I am responsible for relationships that do not serve me. I attract high-value people because I am high-value myself. I am financially secure and make decisions that align with my long-term success. 6 dots final thoughts. The power of self-sufficiency. A woman who is both emotionally and financially secure is unstoppable. She is confident, independent, and in control of her life. She doesn't make decisions based on fear, desperation, or dependency. Instead, she chooses relationships and experiences that truly enrich her life. Remember, emotional security protects you from settling for less than you deserve. Financial security gives you the freedom to make empowered choices. Together, they ensure that you live life on your terms. By prioritizing emotional and financial security, you become the kind of woman who doesn't just survive, she thrives. And that is the ultimate power move. Walk away with no hesitation, the ultimate power move. One of the most powerful things a woman can do in dating and relationships is to walk away without hesitation when she is not being treated with respect, love, and consistency. A high-value woman does not beg, chase, or tolerate mistreatment. She understands that walking away is not a loss, it's a win because it clears space for something better. If you struggle with letting go of people who don't deserve you, this guide will help you embrace the mindset and confidence to walk away without fear or regret. Why walking away is a power move too? Many women stay in situations that no longer serve them out of fear. Fear of being alone, fear of not finding better, or fear of regret. But the truth is, walking away is an act of self-respect. It sends a clear message. I will not settle for less than I deserve. When you walk away, you show that you value yourself above a relationship. You command respect from those around you. You eliminate low-quality people from your life. You open the door for better opportunities in relationships. Walking away is not about playing games. It's about standing firm in your worth and refusing to waste time on people who don't appreciate you. 2 signs it's time to walk away. Many women ignore red flags because they hope things will improve. But waiting for someone to change rarely works. If you recognize any of these signs, it's time to walk away without hesitation. Inconsistency. If he's hot and cold, cancels plans, or only reaches out when it's convenient for him. Lack of effort. If you feel like you're always the one trying to make the relationship work, disrespect. If he speaks to you harshly, dismisses your feelings, or makes you feel small. Manipulation. If he guilt trips you, gaslights you, or plays mind games. Unhappiness. If you constantly feel anxious, insecure, or unfulfilled in the relationship. A high-value woman does not waste time on men who don't meet her standards. When you see these signs, you don't give second chances. You leave. 3. The mindset shift. You are the prize. The reason many women struggle to walk away is because they view the man as the prize instead of themselves. They think, what if I don't find someone better, instead of what if I block myself from the right person by staying in the wrong situation? Shift your mindset. You are the prize. A man should feel lucky to have you, not the other way around. Rejection is redirection. Walking away doesn't mean failure. It means you're making space for what truly aligns with you. Abundance mentality. There are billions of men in the world. You don't have to settle for one who isn't right for you. 4. How to walk away with confidence. If you've decided to leave a situation that isn't serving you, here's how to do it with grace and confidence. Step 1, make the decision and stand by it. Once you recognize that someone isn't treating you right, make a firm decision to leave. Don't let loneliness or temporary emotions cloud your judgment. Once you walk away, stay away. Step 2, cut contact completely. No texting, no checking his social media, no just seeing how he's doing. The longer you keep the door open, the harder it is to move on. Block if necessary. Step 3, focus on yourself. Walking away isn't just about leaving someone, it's about choosing yourself. Fill your time with self-improvement, hobbies, and activities that make you happy. Step 4, surround yourself with support. Talk to friends who uplift you. Seek a mentor or therapist if needed. Being around people who remind you of your worth makes the process easier. Step 5, remind yourself why you left. When doubt creeps in, write a list of all the reasons you walked away. Reread it whenever you feel tempted to return. 5, what happens when you walk away without hesitation? The moment you walk away with confidence, you'll notice a shift in your energy. You'll regain self-respect and confidence, stop feeling anxious about where you stand with someone, attract better quality people who see your value, feel empowered instead of powerless. Ironically, walking away often makes the person who mistreated you realize what they lost. But by then, you'll be too busy living your best life to care. 6, the final thoughts. Walking away is a superpower. A woman who can walk away without hesitation is a woman who cannot be manipulated, disrespected, or taken for granted. She knows her worth and refuses to settle for less. Remember, walking away is a sign of strength, not weakness. The right person will never make you feel like you have to beg for love or attention. Every time you walk away from something that isn't serving you, you walk towards something better. You deserve a relationship that feels easy, fulfilling, and secure. Never hesitate to walk away from anything that doesn't align with that.